Calling on my name, she call me daddy. I don't do no chasing for a baddie, yeah. These niggas ain't hit me from the past, sadly.
What's poppin'? My name's Season. Welcome to Season Stud Talk. Let's get into it. Yo, you seen the fucking title. You seen the title. You know what this is. What to do on a first date, baby. Listen, I dropped a video talking about where to take her on the first date. Watch that first and then come back to this. Nonetheless, let's get into it, bro. What to do on a first date. All right, I feel like the easiest way to do this is to give y'all a scenario and just run down the beginning of the date to the end of the date. Okay? So, first date, you're just meeting this person. I'm assuming you've been texting them for a little bit, you know, you met them in person, whatever. Either way, you've had prior conversation to the first date. So you're there. On the first date, if she's on a date with you, bro, you need to assume that she likes you. Stop thinking, okay, I'm going on a first date. I wonder if she likes me. She's there, bro. She's there. What does that tell you? Like, come on, you gotta keep it simple, all right? Assume that she likes you. Assume that she's feeling you, okay? Be confident. That's what I'm saying. Be confident. Don't go up there thinking, okay, how can I get her to like me? What can I do to get her to like me? Where can I take her to think that I have money? Where can I take her to make her like me? No, just be yourself, bro. And assume that she's already feeling you. You gotta move with confidence, bro, because that comes off in the date. That energy, it shines through in the date. So when you're confident, like me, you're on the first date. Now, I already know she's feeling me. I'm not going in, hey, how are you? I'm not shaking her hand. Come here. What's poppin'? How are you? Give her a hug. Preferably below the shoulder. She hugs you up here, you hug down here. You know what I'm talking about, bro. How are you? You're good? All right, cool. Make sure you smile. But the reason I say to hug her off rip is because too many times I hear about people talking about, yo, I met her on the first date and towards the end of the date, I was wondering if I should kiss her, but it felt like I shouldn't kiss her because we didn't really listen. The reason why the end of the date feels weird and awkward is because you never broke the touch barrier at the beginning of the date, or you waited too long. All right, it's already been an hour that the day has started and you haven't even attempted to hold her hand or do anything, bro. That's weak. Hug her. I'm not saying go for a sexual hug or do the most. Give her a calm hug, all right? And go on with the date. When you're leading her on the date, hold her hand. After the hug, bro, hold her hand immediately. Walk into the store, walk into wherever you're going, all right? It's not that deep. You want to do these things initially so that it sets the right tone for the date. You guys are on a date. This isn't a bestie link up. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be, oh, hi, how are you? And you're in the date, you're not holding her hand, you're not doing nothing. All right, let's say for the sake of this date, you're going to the arcade, all right? You're going to the arcade or some shit. So, boom, I see her, hug, hold hands, we walk into the spot. Now, you want to keep it calm. You don't want to be too high energy, but you definitely don't want to be dull, okay? So obviously try to make conversation with her. Never make the conversation too serious, okay? Never make the conversation too serious. Obviously, I'm grown, you know what I'm saying? People that be watching me are grown. Some of y'all are younger, but regardless, never make it too serious. Never just talk about school. If, for example, you ask her, what school you go to? She tells you what school she goes to, and now your next question is, okay, what are you studying? You like it? Okay, cool. What do you want to be when you grow up? No, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro. No, like, it should go like this. Off tops, okay? What school you go to? Oh, I go to York. Oh, really? What program you in? Oh, I take fashion. You know what they say about fashion girls? What do they say about fashion girls? All fashion girls are trouble. What? I'm not trouble. But the point I'm trying to make, even though that was a crazy, like, that was a random example off the top of my head, it makes it more of a flirtatious conversation. You always want to take it there, bro. I'm not saying take it there as in say something fucking insane and be like, yeah, I want to fuck you right now. No, bro. You just want to make it flirtatious, make the conversation fun. Don't make it like an interview. And you see how with the same question, the same first two questions I asked, I took the conversation in 2 different directions, right? You ask her what school she go to, and she say this. You ask her a program, she say this, and then the next thing you say is, oh, so what do you want to get into? Like, what career path are you looking for? That's totally different from she tells you her program and you tease her about it, or you comment about it. You make a statement that she has to react to, all right? Listen, some people, they play it too nice on the date. Tease the girl a little bit, but don't make fun of her in a rude or disrespectful way. Just tease her a little bit so that you guys can have a little bit of banter and laugh. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing when you're talking about work. What do you do for work, right? You don't want to talk too much about work because it's also like a serious topic. Talk about your interests, all right? Talk about your favorite foods. Fucking talk about her outfit. Talk about how cute she got for you today. All right, when you see her, instead of saying, oh my God, you're so beautiful, you're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen, wow, you look amazing, I'm gonna say it straight like that. Oh, okay, I see you got cute for me today. You know why I said that? Because it's flirtatious. It sets the right tone, and it sends the right message that, oh, you're cute, right? But that validation isn't free. You got cute for me today, all right? You do not want to go on a date. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go on the date just throwing out validation to this girl. All right? You don't need to tell her 10 times throughout the date, you're so beautiful. I can't believe you're here today. Wow, you actually came? Oh my God, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I'm the luckiest girl in the world. Shut the fuck up, bro. Act like you've been here before, all right? On the first date, even if it's your first date of all first dates, you need to have confidence. Act like you've been there before. Please, bro, you don't want to go on the date and have her thinking in her head, fuck, am I like the only girl this person's ever seen? Like, they act like they never seen pussy before. Like, you don't want to have her thinking that, bro. So you really got to be confident, and you can't be throwing out validation. Also, you can't be scared to make a move. All of these things lead to the girl thinking that you're a bitch, or her thinking that she sees you as a friend. For example, if the conversation is good, if the conversation throughout the whole date is great, and you fail to make any moves, she's probably gonna think, yeah, I'm not feeling you, because there was no spark, because you never put the premise of the date as a fucking date. Too many times I see motherfuckers going outside, right? Going on dates and acting like it's just 2 friends hanging out. You're on a date, bro. If you don't fucking hold her hand at least. If you don't hold her hand at least, bro, come on. And when I mentioned making moves is something you want to be doing throughout the date. People assume that, oh, I made a move on her during the date. When I talk about making moves, I'm talking about trying to fuck. I'm talking about trying to get her in bed immediately. No. If you even want to smash on the date, you have to make moves throughout the date leading up to it, bro. You cannot go 0 to 100. You gotta go 0, 10, 30, 50, 55, 60, 70, and get it to 99 so that when you actually go for the kill, easy money. All right? So what moves you need to make on the date? I already told you off rip, break the touch barrier. You need to hug her, hold her hand. All right? Throughout the date, just keep her close. I heard somebody once say that when you're on a date with her, even if it's the first date, you treat her like your girlfriend. So if you have a girlfriend, I'm assuming you're comfortable with them, you're okay touching them. I'm not saying be all touchy-feely, blah, 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 but appropriate touching for a date. So hold hands. You know, you could lock arms like this. You know what I'm talking about, like this one? You could do that. Guide her where you're going with your hands on the hip. Hold her close when you're waiting for something. If you're, eating food or something, do not sit across from her. Sit side by side. It's little things. When you're laughing, having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? If you're laughing, tap her shoulder real quick, like hand on the arm, hand on the thigh, not too high up, right? Like I'm saying, you don't want to be overly sexual with these things, but hand on the knee, hand on the thigh, like shit like that. Feel me? You want to be doing that throughout the day. And ideally, as you're doing this, if she's reciprocating, and if she doesn't communicate that she's uncomfortable with any of that, which if you're doing it right and she likes you, she shouldn't, it's gonna be a lot easier to try to kiss her or, you know, do something like that before the end of the date. You don't really want to wait till the end of the date to go for a kiss. When's the right moment to go for a kiss? It's never the right moment, all right? It's always gonna feel like you might feel nervous. If you're really feeling this girl, it's okay to be nervous, but you cannot have that nervousness shining through, all right? You still gotta be confident, you still gotta be player. So, when's the right moment for the kiss? Obviously not at the very beginning of the date, considering it's first link, but after you've built up some of that banter, some of that teasing, flirting, you know, you've broken the touch barrier. Whenever you find a moment where she's really in your personal space, right? Or just something good happened, or, you know, it's a romantic moment, or you said something very seductive, eye contact is strong, moment of silence, you guys are both looking at each other, that's a good time. You know what I'm saying? But it's more about when you're experienced, it's about creating the moment to kiss. All right, I don't wait for the right moment, I create it. Create the right moment, bro. You just gotta know how to move. Like I said, after you made all the moves, you know, broken the touch barrier, you've been flirting with her, not having too deep of a conversation, you guys are having fun and whatnot, you can really just ask for a kiss. A line that I've used before, just on some random shit when I'm like, why not, is, yo, girls love lip gloss. Femmes love lip gloss. She pull out her lip gloss, she start putting it on in front of me, she looking at me, I'm like, boom, what's the flavor of that? Let me taste it. Right there, kiss happened. Or, you know, you could be having a conversation and, you know, your delivery is slow, you're holding eye contact with her, and when there's a pause between speech, you just move closer, you bring her closer, you go for the kiss. Like, you gotta create that moment, because if you wait for the moment, it might not come, or you might miss your opportunity, you feel me? But always do it at a high point in your conversation or throughout your date. When something good happens, or when, you know, emotions are high, when something, you know, just at a high point throughout the day. If, you know, there's an awkward moment throughout the date, you don't want to go for a kiss during that awkward moment. If you guys are laughing, having fun, you know, flirting, now's the time where you want to go for a kiss, all right? Nonetheless, don't force it. Don't force it, and don't move so quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, build up to it, all right? Yeah. What not to do on a first date? I feel like everybody's different. At the end of the day, be yourself, but what you definitely cannot do is act like a homie. You can't act like a homie, bro. You really gotta set the tone for the date. You can't be scared. Like, I know sometimes you get nervous, especially if you're on a date with like the baddest girl you've ever seen. I said it earlier, you gotta act like you've been there before. Even if you haven't, bro, fake it till you make it, because you just can't come off like a bitch that's scared to make a move. If you're dominant, right? If you consider yourself dominant, I'm dominant, right? If I'm with a femme, she's ideally less dominant than me, she's more submissive or whatever. Whoever's more dominant, even if you're a femme watching this and you dominant, listen, bro. The other person who's less dominant is kind of gonna want you and expect you to make those moves. Since they're less dominant than you, it's less likely that even if they want to, like, let's say they really want to kiss you, they're gonna be expecting you to do it, because you're the more dominant person. And I'm not saying that the dominant person has to be a stud, right? I'm not trying to put those roles into play right now. I'm just saying, in terms of personality, if you're outgoing, right, and you're dating somebody shy, they're gonna expect you to, or they're gonna probably want you to order for them, or, you know, just make conversation with people and lead the way when you're outside. It's the same thing when it comes to a date. Somebody who's dominant, somebody who's submissive, the dominant person is gonna be expected to meet the moves. So if you're the dominant motherfucker in that situation, you gotta act as such, bro. And if you're not dominant, if y'all are both submissive, then you guys, somebody has to make a move at the end of the day. Because if you don't, it could end up as both of you or one of you wondering if the other person even liked you. For example, if I go on a, let's say I went on a date. Let's say I went on a date yesterday and I was with a submissive girl, right? A submissive femme. And I didn't make any moves. Let's say I really liked her, right? I was fucking with her the whole day. She's cute, I like her conversation, she's smart, whatever. And she feels the same about me. Now when the date's over, even though I'm thinking, yeah, that was the best date ever, we had a great conversation, she might be thinking, well, fuck, I mean, Season didn't make any moves. Does she like me? I don't know if she likes me. She hasn't made it clear. She hasn't made her intentions clear, right? So now I'm not really feeling it. I feel like it was a bit awkward. She didn't try anything. And guys, again, when I say try anything, I'm not saying jumping straight to sex. I'm saying, bro, you gotta make moves. Like, you gotta set the tone. You gotta make the premise. You gotta make it clear that you're on a date. This is not a bestie type of situation. We not two homies hanging out. That's all I'm saying, bro. Don't make that mistake. And also, whatever you're doing, whoever you're with, just be confident. You know what I'm saying? Trust yourself. Be confident and be yourself. Do not try to make them like you. Don't say shit deliberately that you think they want to hear. Don't do things deliberately that you think they want to see. Like, who the fuck cares? Be yourself, alright? Be yourself. If they like you, they like you. And if they don't, they don't. Because imagine, you don't be yourself and then they really like you and you have to put up this act. That's fake and that's weird, bro. So be yourself is the most important tip I have for what to do on a first date. But yeah, that's really all I have right now. Y'all know all these videos are off the top. So if you got any, if you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments for what to do on a first date. And this also goes for future dates, right? But y'all know first impressions are important. First impressions are important. So make sure you rock out and you kill that first date, alright, bro? But yeah, that's it for that. Like the video, subscribe, and Season is out.